What's up, guys? Welcome once again to the Save Continue Newscast. My name is Ryan Robinson. With me, as always, Shanae Howard,
Sup?
Tom Shelby.
Hi.
Every week we get together with news stories from the previous week that we thought were interesting and wanted to share with you guys. This week we have stories from the week of July 2nd through July 8th, 2017. First up, PlayStation, YouTube, Anthem. What's the deal?
So you guys haven't heard about this? This, to me, is the biggest news this week.
Spill it, Tom.
PlayStation's YouTube uploaded a video for the Anthem trailer in which the button prompts... Basically, it's the same trailer that was run for the Xbox One X version of the game, with the button prompts switched to PlayStation button prompts. This was discovered very quickly. The video has since been taken down.
Oh, wait.
So a lot of people are saying, what the fuck, Sony? You're trying to pass this off as your version of the game.
Yeah.
That being said, nobody has come forward, whether it be BioWare, EA, or Sony, to say, hey, this was our bad. It's not necessarily Sony's fault. It could have been a video sent to them.
Yeah.
Or it could be their fault.
Yeah.
But hilarious either way.
What's going on with Ray Cox?
So Ray Cox, for those that don't know, is better known by the gamer tag Stallion83. For the past 11 years has had the largest Xbox gamer score.
Yep.
He got married and went on a honeymoon,
And there it
and
goes.
now he is in second place.
It's all gone.
So I
All
just
that
thought this
work.
was kind of a funny, lighthearted one.
Yeah.
People were giving him shit about it. And
He's got priorities.
Yeah, he tweeted out, like, I forget exactly what it was, but it's like, it's something along the lines of, like, I was too busy having sex, which is hilarious to me.
I mean, honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on with the Pokemons?
Yeah, so we haven't talked about Pokemon Go in quite a while. Pokemon Go has surpassed $1.2 billion in revenue. The game is slowing down. That being said, it is still doing ridiculously well.
Oh, yeah. And with the new updates they've added to it, they now have, like, raids where you can, like, there's, like, really powerful Pokemon that you can, like, team up with people.
I've never played Pokemon Go, but it's funny to me that that game has raids.
Also, how much of that $1.2 billion is your money, Shanae?
To Pokemon Go, I've probably given them, like, $25.
Damn. Wow.
Back when, like, back when it first came out, and they, like, had the nice tracker system that you can go online that they shut down to let you know, like, what was spawning where. Yeah, and I was, like, walking around with the nephews all the time. I mean, it was, like, a fun, like, thing to do with Birdo, and because me and him would go on dates where we would walk around and try and catch Pokemon.
Poke dates.
Yeah, Poke dates. It was fun. It was a fun activity to do together. So, I mean, I have no shame putting money towards that.
No one expects you to have any shame, Shanae.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Just asking. What's going on with PSN?
Two interesting things here happened this week. One, Sony came out and said your PlayStation trophies are going to sync much faster now. For those that don't
That's
know,
good.
when you earn a trophy on PlayStation, you have to go into the trophies menu
Takes forever.
in order to sync your trophies, and it does take a long time.
Yeah.
So trophies syncing faster is great. Still not as good as Steam or Xbox achievements syncing immediately.
Yeah. I get a notification on my phone.
Right, but it's an improvement.
Yeah.
Also, PlayStation released their sales numbers for games for the month of June, which normally I wouldn't bring this up, and I don't always bring up NPD either, but Friday the 13th, #1 for June.
Doing really good.
Yeah, which is really
job.
weird. For a jank-ass game to be selling that well,
Yeah.
must be pretty fun.
Yeah, initially it was getting a lot of bad word of mouth because their netcode was all fucked up.
Well, it's not all it's fucked up, but yeah.
Yeah. But, people couldn't play the game. But people seem to be having a good time with it. But I just haven't played it. What's going on with the Crash Bandicoot?
The Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is top of the UK charts for the moment, and I just think it's fun. I love Crash, so I just want to give him a shout out. That's really all this is. I'm excited about it.
Okay.
I'm glad other people are too.
It's doing extremely well.
A lot of people are using like small things in the game since it is like so popular right now. Like, oh, that means we're gonna get Spyro next, and like because this happens in the Crash game, and it's pretty fun.
I don't think that that's necessarily what's going to happen. I think what is more likely is because we've seen Activision scaling back, possibly ending the Skylanders franchise.
Yes.
I think we're more likely to see a new Crash Bandicoot game that's multi-platform. And I don't think that the Insane Trilogy will stay exclusive to PlayStation.
I doubt that.
So that's what the UK. Also, with the UK, Amazon UK is really trying to help, like tone down on the scalpers for the SNES. So they are limiting your purchase of that to one.
Yeah, eBay also trying to crack down on scalpers for that thing,
And
quite unsuccessfully.
Well, I mean, at least they're doing something, or at least attempting to do something, and I appreciate the try.
Sure, it's not their job.
Yeah.
If I was Amazon, I'd sell the scalpers as many as they wanted.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know?
I mean,
Give me your cash.
Yep.
thanks Amazon UK for at least attempting.
What's going on with Splatoon 2?
Splatoon 2, Splatfest world premiere. The free demo is going to be dropping July 15th.
I'm sorry, Splatfest?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's just the demo.
Oh, okay.
It's like Ozfest with Splatoon.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just like a what they're calling like the world premiere thing. But yeah, it's gonna be the demo is gonna be from on July 15th from 3 to 7 p.m.
I'll be there.
RSVP.
All right.
Wait, do I have to RSVP?
I don't
Do you?
know.
Does it say?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just it's a tweet. So
Because, me and Tom kind of just like to show up.
yeah, just show up at Nintendo of America. Just like, hey.
We're here for Splat.
Oh, you know what I learned this week?
What's that?
Just because you said Nintendo of America and you're talking about Crash Bandicoot, this kind of reminded me. You know those old Crash commercials where he's speaking in the fucking megaphone
yelling
at
outside the
Nintendo of America?
Yeah.
Did you know that that's actually Naughty Dog's office?
I did not know that.
Yeah. That is not Nintendo of America. I was sad to hear that.
It kind of ruins it, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like I remember.
I feel like Crash would be the kind of Bandicoot that would go to the wrong building.
To his own building.
But to be fair, in the commercial, the building did say Nintendo on it.
Sure.
But I mean, now that I know that's all TV magic.
What
Yeah.
can Crash read?
I mean, yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
He's a smart boy.
All right. So ZeniMax getting sued. So apparently, in an advertisement, they used the song "The Wanderer" by Dion DiMucci and they synced it up with a commercial. Mr. DiMucci is really upset about the use of his song in that commercial, saying that it kind of his song is being used to glorify violence.
Yeah.
That song has been used for years now in advertising for Fallout 4.
Yeah.
The only time he has made the complaint is when it's been ported over to VR. So it seems very much like, hey, there's a lot of commercial success and I'm not seeing as much money
Sure.
as I could.
Yeah.
It's a cash grab, in my opinion.
I totally agree. I don't think that this is going to go anywhere for him. At the very most, a settlement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the terms of the agreement say that he can decide how they use his song, and I guess let's see, how long has it been since that game came out? 2.5 years later, he's decided that he's upset with how that song's being used.
Sure.
They've
got bigger fish to fry. They've got a much larger lawsuit to worry about.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So Assassin's Creed also getting a TV show by the same showrunner as the Castlevania series, also going to be animated. There's been a pretty good response to the Castlevania show from what I've seen so far. I know what you're.
I want it. I want to watch it.
I know you want to watch it, but I mean, you got to stick by your convictions, right?
Yeah.
You're a man of principles.
Yeah. I just wonder,
hey.
how much money does Konami directly get if just one extra person watches it? If I watch it, how much are they really getting from that?
Hey, me and Berta were planning on watching it. So do you want me to just watch the episodes and then write my own synopsis for what happens?
No,
and
I
then
do
read it
not.
out to you?
Synapsis.
I do not want that.
A synapsis.
Nobody wants that.
You don't want a synapsis?
No, please.
But yeah, so I mean, and it kind of sucks because I know you're not that into Assassin's Creed, but I know that you do have some fond memories with Castlevania, and I'm sure that you would watch that show if you were sure that Konami was getting $0 from you streaming that show.
Sure.
But unfortunately, that is not the case. I'm sure.
No, I'm sure it's not.
Yeah. But you stick by your convictions, Tom.
Here's the thing. I think within the month I'll be able to find it for free, pirated elsewhere.
Actually, I can at the end of the show, I can give you some websites so you can watch it for free.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, hashtag stick it to the
So
man.
fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys at Konami and whatever. But so it looks like the full release of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is actually going to be delayed.
Yeah. So in the same week, PlayerUnknown comes out and says this game is going to come out on this date. It is hitting this date for sure. And then like 2 or 3 days later,
My bad.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the same time, the game is constantly in a state of development, right? And
Right.
and they're gonna, and I'm sure that they're gonna continue to build upon what they have even after full release. But it's still kind of
I think it's phenomenal. Here's the thing, right? Battlegrounds, whether you like it or not, has
I
not
do.
been in early access for that long. It was slated to come out in October. Now they're saying it's still going to come out before the end of the year. That is significantly faster than most of these early access games.
yeah.
This will come out before DayZ or H1Z1, which are still in early access.
Yeah, fourth quarter of this year, so
Yeah.
we're good. We're good.
So that's still extremely fast for
I-
one of these games.
And I like that there's, I mean, and I feel like more than DayZ and H1Z1, they're still doing a lot more updates to the early access.
Yeah,
They just like added like a bunch of like different times of the day modes that are fun to
Well,
do.
it makes sense for them to be doing more updates because they are significantly newer.
yeah,
But, that being said, for the game to come out anytime this year, shit, if it came out anytime next year, it's still way faster than these other games.
yeah. And we see a lot of early access campaigns where development suddenly just stops, and the game is just perpetually in a state of I don't know what you'd call that, but it's perpetually
Flux?
unfinished.
What I wonder is, has his work stopped on the other two games?
I couldn't say.
I would assume so, right?
It would have to, because I imagine this is probably taking up most of his time.
Right, and it's the direct competition for those games now.
Yeah. So
So,
I had a Far Cry 5 story, but I decided just now that it wasn't really that interesting. But so I think that is going to be the news for this week, guys. If you have any stories that you want to pass along to us, you can email us at savecontinuepodcast@gmail.com. Drop us a line on our Facebook. Check us out on the YouTubes,
the Twitters.
the Twitters,
sure.
the everything that you
Instagram.
can, the Instagram. You're streaming
Yeah.
everywhere.
YouPorn.
Right.
We are everywhere.
signal.
Smoke signals.
Yes. Love
My
it.
name is Ryan Robinson. This is Tom Shelby.
Goodbye.
This is Shanae Howard.
Bye.
See you next week.